Must welcome you to this edition of the War Veterans National Executive Meeting after a very long time. The meeting is being convened and chaired by the chairman of the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association, Vamutrangwa. So we today welcomed him back again in full swing. The war veterans would like the world to know that we are a force that has fought imperialism, and we have sometime gone through political lessons, and one of the 1984 Berlin Conference, which he sat down to want to partition Africa for themselves, for their benefit, to develop their own economies at the expense of African economies. And we are a force that is known and that has made history to have defeated these forces. Today we hear the European Union trying to cement their relationship with those who are fighting against the state of Zimbabwe. It must know, the EU must know, that Zimbabwe has got a force that is on record, that has made it possible that the people of Zimbabwe gain a political power and be able to make their own policies and determine their own destiny. So we know why EU is doing that. We know why EU is supporting opposition. It is because it is the same war that they were fighting against us, and we are prepared to take it up because it is a struggle. We never wanted war. Nobody ever wants war. But when war comes, you have no option but to accept it. So we want the EU to know about it. We are aware that the local representatives of imperialism, the opposition parties that have refused to come on the negotiation table to contribute towards economic development, we know that they are proxies of capitalism and imperialism. So war veterans have sat down here today to be able to tell the nation, to be able to tell the world that we are there and unmoved. In fact, the question of power, what we went out there to do was nothing else but power. And the question of power surely will not be negotiated. It will never be got on any other terms other than struggling. So we struggled, got that power. It is a misdirection to think that the power that we got, other people struggle to get the power from the African person who got the power from the white man. And this doesn't make any sense at all. So power, isusu pa power, tinekambo katairwa ikataimba isusu kuti munyaya dzedu dzokuzvitonga kwenyika, we will never stop fighting. In other words, we will defend the political power that we get. So this is what we have set here today to look at and conscientize ourselves, remind ourselves. So the war veterans have done that, and we have also looked at what we have achieved ever since we managed to stop the G40, which also represented the white men in London and the British, the Americans. We looked at that. Surely it has been our desire from the time we were struggling to ensure that we stop this fight amongst brothers once and for all. It is the reason why on the 18th of the day that Mugabe left power, that is what we wanted. Unfortunately, things went the way the white men wanted, because Vakatsaura Lamu and others did not want to come in. So this is what we have been looking at Saizo. We have also looked at the national challenges. Economy that everybody knows is rotted for over 38 years, 20 years or so. And that this government is trying to resuscitate that economy. The president, Comrade Idi Mnangagwa, has no other mission other than reviving the economy for the benefit of society. And the Zimbabwean society must be seen to be doing exactly that, to assist the president, because he cannot do that on his own. He is one Zimbabwean as a leader, but Zimbabweans must come on board to assist the president achieve this thing. And this will remove antagonism amongst the people of Zimbabwe. And further reduce contradictions amongst the people. And the one that I have always taken will prevail. That which Jesus preached and said. Amongst all other rules, 10 commandments, I'm adding one, which is love one another. And if Zimbabweans do that, we will always achieve it. The president is re-engaging, and his mantra, open for business, is what the World Veterans has given full support again today. That we will support that, because in the Gwarairo, kana mtungamiriri akataura kuti we are taking this direction, inyangwe tichifamba kana muchivhima mudodo, mukaona anotungamirira, if he takes a direction, you have to take that direction. For Zimbabweans not to listen to their own leader, it's to their detriment. It's to our detriment. So let's unite as Zimbabwe to ensure that we go behind our president and be able to fight against imperialism and capitalism by growing our own economy and be able to deliver economic benefits to our people. Bread on the table. That is what we want. That is the right thing to do now. That is the stage of the revolution. The revolution of Zimbabwe is. And everyone else, here is an opportunity to come on board and be able to make a contribution and be able to assist the nation to realize this very important thing: economic prosperity, economic emancipation for the people of Zimbabwe. The president is on record as gearing everything to ensure that Zimbabwe becomes a upper middle income by 2030. We can only achieve that when we do that together. This is what the president is doing, and there is no evil about it. There is no politics about it. There is no need to try and get power that it takes people of Zimbabwe achieve the middle income by 2030. There is no reason to take away that political power. There is no reason to throw spanners to stop him from doing that. In actual fact, it is happening because the Americans and the British know very well that when that happens, they will have lost the battle. So it is the continuation of this battle that started with the guerrilla war that I fought together with my colleagues in the country, the war veterans, this generation. We have also gathered here today to organize and demonstrate to the region how our president has been recognized as a force to reckon in the region by being given by NESADC, Mapiwa, an organ in politics and defense is China. We are proud of that. We are proud about that. Remember, the president today is the president, but remember, he is also the commander of the fighters that we are talking about. So it's an achievement. It's the war veterans that is benefited, recognized by the region. Never ever at any other point that the opposition has been recognized in the region and accorded or given such a post. This is a milestone. This is an achievement for the people of Zimbabwe. And even Murima journalists, you're supposed to kumboombera zvenyu mungomberawo chete kufarira izvozvo kuti zvakaitwa namutungamiri wedu. So we are organizing a big event for that, and all our veterans are coming to support the president on that note. So this is what we have gathered here to do today. We have gathered here again today to look at our world. Not much has been done, ever. And this is caused by people. I want to tell you, that in 1980, when we came back from the war, the former regime, the former president, then Vakati Visa from the political structures, and other people took over. And those are the people that are taking decisions today. There are people in the civil service who would not want to see the president still score the same thing. And our welfare is not being looked at. We don't understand why it is not being looked at. All other sectors, the private sector, the civil service, they have been cushioned. War veterans have not been cushioned. War veterans are surviving on a 0.48 US cents a day. Nothing has been done. And yet everyone and everybody who could be driving in a Mercedes Benz, and things like that, war veterans you are. But war veterans, welfare yao, then Maria or a lot of things are spoken. From this press conference, the issue that will be picked by the enemy of the people is the question of the welfare of the war veterans. And yet it is taking ages for even Parliament to harmonize this thing that we should benefit about. It is taking years. And the war veterans others are so my comrades, we are not happy about that, and we want to urge we want to urge government and Parliament to speed the harmonization of this law so that war veterans start benefiting from the constitutional provisions of their welfare. And the war veterans again and once more are advocating for a ministry that will look after their own affairs. Ministry of War Veterans, because we don't now understand why when the president is already agreed to next to everything, but things that affect the war veterans are not, nothing is working. So we once again would want to say, why can't we have our own ministry and have the minister who probably will look at issues that affect war veterans? The war veterans are still victims of the land disputes again, despite the fact that the president has said where there is a land dispute involving a war veteran and a non-war veteran, the land belongs to the war veteran. Things are not working because of these people who are against war veterans. Remember, the G40 and the MDC are also found in the civil service. And these are the people who stop these things from being implemented. And we are saying it is time that we do something about it. What we will do about it, we don't know, because normally war veterans will always cross the bridge when they get there. But we are worried about those people who assignments, decisions from cabinet or from the party, but they don't implement that because they are against the achievement of the objectives of the revolution that the president so wants to underscore. So the land disputes still remain, and we would like to see that happen. Extremely, some other veterans have expressed that there are ex-rotations in these positions, private, in the public sector, in government. They are still there, and those are benefiting, and yet our veterans are not very benefiting. We are concerned about that. So this is what we think why we are seated. As we speak, war veterans are discussing about the agenda that is going to be put forward to the forthcoming former liberation movement conference to be held on the 8th to the 12th of September in Victoria Falls. The Zimbabwean war veterans are going to participate. We are going to meet our regional friends, and we will deliberate on a lot of issues, including forming up of a board or a secretariat that should always remind governments from time to time the benchmarks of the revolution and probably urge or encourage them to try and fulfill them. So that is going to happen. And you also want to know that Zimbabwe represented Neni at a meeting that was held in Namibia last year. Zimbabwe has been asked to be to lead the Information and Publicity Secretariat in order to be able to exchange information between countries or amongst the former liberation movement. So that is what today we are talking about. We are also going to talk about in November, the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association is a member of the World Veteran Federation. So we are going to celebrate the World Veteran Day sometime at the end of November or so. So I thank you. Questions?
My question is around the appointment of the president to take up the SADC portfolio of defense. Some have argued out there that there's nothing to celebrate. These are rotational posts that are given when it is the turn of that country, then they have to take it. And you're saying you're celebrating.
You remember, you want to understand that when that happened, it would have not happened had SADC not looked or listened to the negatives. Because the opposition was there in Tanzania to stop that from happening. So having nothing to celebrate about it is coming from people who have nothing to celebrate about themselves. So if they have nothing to celebrate about, those who have something to celebrate about will celebrate. And we should not be stopped from celebrating because we have everything and every reason to celebrate. We don't have to request or find out from other people whether we should celebrate on what we think is value. We don't ask them from doing that. And the majority of those MDC guys who went to Tanzania, some of them are still there locked in Tanzania. So we have to celebrate. It's a recognition and so on. Another question? Thank you. So we are done.
I would want something in vernacular. Maybe